Welcome to RAF Wildenrath, or Wildenrath, if you want it in Deutsche, sort of. The finest posting, in my opinion, in the Royal Corps Signal. So, let's have a little shifty around and see what we can find. First of all, for a bit of context, that's where the runway was. It's not now. There's no planes either. 4 squadron lines. Gonna head there a little bit later. To the gym, somewhere that I didn't frequent too often, obviously. A hangar that's still standing. I've got no idea who owned that. But let's start at the beginning. At the guardhouse. Hey, well, this is pretty crackers. The old guard room at Wilders is a staff house now. Amazing. It's shut though, which is a bit unfortunate. So, from my memory, the gate posts were pretty much here. Now, in the background, that house there, there's my finger. That was English video. We'll talk about that a little later on. So the gates were here. You could get out onto the airfield once you're through. Up that way. We're going to have a shifty. But this is it. This is the main. That is the old guardhouse, which is now it's called Father and Son Burgers. As you come in now, it isn't the long drive that it used to be with all the trees on either side. Unfortunately, there's a little roundabout and off to the right of builders. But this was it. This was the entrance. It's very different now. Very shit, really. So turning right would have taken us out onto the airfield, but before you get there, there's this ruddy great hangar, but I just can't remember whose it was. Where I am now, this is which I remember used to take us onto the airfield. It's one of our buildings, as I recall. Wow. That is one sizable hangar. If anybody on the forums or on Facebook can remind us what this hangar was for, who used it, who it belonged to, that'd be great. Apologies for the audio, dear viewer, but if anybody does know whose hangar this is, then please leave it in the comments below. It'd be very useful. Now, for our next location, I had to get a little bit stealthy because it is very much off the beaten track. It required going through hedges, over fences, through some trees, bit of barbed wire, caught my knackers, never mind. I was in the gym. Okay, you have to forgive the shit hair. I've been on a bit of a mission, climbing a few fences and been a little bit naughty. But I've made it into the gym. Didn't come here very often, obviously. But here it is. Open plan. I should Coco. Just a little walk through, shall we? So the obligatory cake. We've come up the stairs. Let's start with the biggie. The main event, the main arena, if you will. Many a beasting. Literally, the front door was open. Well, that wasn't quite true. There's a little bit of lock picking involved. But anyway, the gym smelled exactly how I remembered it. Stinking. I can't remember what was up here. I think this was the actual gym area where lots of big blokes like Dobbo, and Jamie Elaine and Paul Hanlon and Vince Key lifted weights to the tune of but I don't know. Don't really care. Yeah, that's not going to work. Best get a liney to fix that. Or an RTG if you want the job done properly. Nice. Bit of stereo. Nice. So that's the top floor. Wow. This is one of the only things left that's still standing in Wilders. The only thing I would add is if you are going to go and you do manage to gain access, keep it stum how you get in and keep this as a monument to the past. So let's take the stairs back, Doom. Just in case. God, it sounds awful. just some fire orders there if you need them, and also the stair light switch, which is nice. The obligatory military phone on the wall there, which is good. Oh, someone has broke it, just in case of an emergency. Nice. Good. Through into the lovely locker room. Cosy. Showers. Don't want to spend any time in there, do we? Of course not. And now for the main event. Look at that. Bluntness. That brings back some memories. There you go, folks. So, if you come into Wilders, have a little trek, look at the map, find your way around. Slam dunk the funk. The ghost of Barney's jockstrap lives on. What a set of memories. If you do get to go there, keep it still how you get in. Let's preserve it. Where the arrow is now then, the road used to, as you'll recall, run round to the cinema, which is on the right hand side, and the banks and various other little bits and bobs. It used to go right round, as you'll recall, to the NAFI, which is long since gone, and the car park and the swimming pool. The swimming pool is still there, but you can't access it, and you can't get to the pads either. Right then, our last port of call. It is 4 squadron lines and 21 Signal Regiment HQ. Yes. As you can see, it's kind of slap bang in the middle there, J Troop and I Troop. I never had any idea that the swimming pool on the left hand side was so close. Could have gone to work in our Speedos. Lovely. You might remember this, the Peter Schultz Gate. And on the left, well, look what we've got here. This is one of those shit the bed moments. One of those things that you... Well, I took a wrong turning actually, and one thing led to another. Still in Wilders, behind me is HQ 4 Squadron. The Sergeant Major's office on the right, Andy Hickling's on the left. What bamboogie. Outrageous. Which means that is I Troop. J Troop right there. J Troop on the right hand side as we walk down from the Tex Bay and the LAD, and I Troop on the left with a knackered car, like most of their trucks. This is the old parade ground, on which I recall one parade, Phil Corber standing upright and to attention, and that was just in his trousers. And that's the QMs. Fuck me. I always wanted to come back here just to see what it was like. Yeah, I'm full on stoked with that. That's just pretty amazing. QMs is behind over there. That's I Troop there, and then you've got J Troop with the cladding on there. It's a real bug about J Troop. Sorry, they've kind of ripped it out, and all it is a shell, which is pretty unfortunate. Still, from a health and safety perspective, it has come on in leaps and bounds because you can't get a Vince burger anymore. Toodaloo J Troop, Toodaloo I Troop. LAD, Tex Bay, Quartermasters, adios. And if you think I'm going on another squadron run, you can shove it up your arse. Auf Wiedersehen.